People just love putting graffiti on these tsunami signs. But apparently this is the level, so I'm safe. Safe here, unsafe here. So they put stairs here even. This place is pretty popular, and this is pretty much the end of the trail. There's no going around. End of the trail. Just rocks. Nothing can grow on this rock. See the stairs and erosion. Erosion's approaching the, well, tripping over all these rocks. I'm gonna trip right over the ledge. Whoa! Oh yeah, okay, that's, oh yeah. That island is so massive, it still looks pretty big, even from this distance. I forget what it's called, the Navy Island. Lots of erosion. It's as rocky as Utah, parts of Utah. Thinking St. George. Feels a little like St. George with these hard, unsmoothened rocks. Red rocks, for that matter. That's why it feels a little more like St. George. Except we got the smell of the ocean. A pretty nice smell, comforting. There are some ice plants, so they do extend up pretty far north. There's some over there in the sand. Maybe they could call this area Sugarloaf. Sugarloaf too, just like that spot in St. George. People may not get all the way down. Wow, that's, you fall down this distance and that's dangerous. Right into the water. Well, maybe if you fell in the water. It's not deep though. People could maybe get down from that way. But why? I suppose it's not that important. You know, this little ledge is pretty cool. I'm a little surprised they don't have a picnic table out here. This would be a nice picnic table spot. See how big it is in comparison to that guy. He saw me, whatever. It's so dark in here, they got mushrooms. It's a black forest. Not a significant amount of mushrooms, but you could, it's very ideal. See those people? Very ideal for mushrooms. It's just such a thick overhead. It's such a relief. This would be the best place to come when it's just too hot out. We call it the Cave of Trees. There's probably like 100 people a day who come down this parking lot looking for that alternative because the stagecoach road is no longer a viable option. It's a lot of people. This dog is obviously abandoned. It's just been wandering back and forth. It's amazing how that occurs. Now I can sit on your lap anytime I want to. You know, it amazes me to think with these crab pots that there's no cars on the bottom of the ocean. So the crabs really don't suffer any of the accidents that you find with human activity on land. so the ocean floor doesn't experience roadkill. And I don't know, it's just kind of a different dynamic to think about. To call this the single piece of inspiration of Trinidad would be an understatement for Trinidad, because there's really a lot of other things that are amazing to look at. They're just so monumental. It's just it really is amazing what Trinidad has for features. So I can understand why they have artists come here. I've near College Cove parking lot, I walked by some guy who had like 5 large paintings outside his car. I guess he may have painted them on the beach or something. But this is an attraction for artists, and for good reason. Monterey is an attraction for artists, but I think that's a little too commercialized now. There's definitely places that can rival it. Although it's amazing how this area is just not that popular. It does get kind of busy at times in this parking lot, but I mean, it's not so bad that they have to charge money. It's completely free, and you're always going to find a parking spot. It's really cool. Maybe it's that time of year. Maybe it's because it's colder. I don't know. But I really like looking at this rock with trees on it. It's just, if it didn't have the trees, then I wouldn't care, I guess. Alright, so Trinidad had a map of the movies. Redwood Coast map of the movies. Gotta check that out. Must have had some movies that were shot here. They required beautiful coastal views, and you can definitely get that in Trinidad. This cannot be seen. I'm just making a nighttime note. There's somebody out in the water with a flashlight on the coast, looking like they're trying to find something on the beach. Are they clamming? Is it the low tide and they're clamming? I don't know. You know, looking at all these crab pots, it's too dark to see. It makes me wonder if maybe you could qualify as a farmer. Like with honeybees, it requires 50 hives to qualify as a farm. Maybe there's a limit for crab farming too. You could become a farmer and get those tax benefits. Alright, I guess the sea can be calm. This is a lot more calm than last time I was out. It's not as many waves. It really looks calm. This is the last place I wanted to check out before leaving this area. Humboldt State University Marine Laboratory. Open to public. It says it's open. Wow. Just walk right on in. Oops. Center door. Oh, well, I guess it's not open then, because it's saying the center door. So that's it. It says there's a self-guided tour, but I can't just go right on in on a Sunday. There's a large gang of crows that never leave. What attracts them here, I don't know. Just hanging out. How is it possible? All these elk are male. All 4 of them here. Every one of them over there. They're going to be really aggressive if they don't have female, right? I've had problem with elk in the past. But, oh man, they're making noises, they're fighting each other. Oh my god, they're fighting over there. I think that's a visitor center. I probably should have just driven in. They're on the road. Oh, I think I'll cut through here. Just wanted to take a peek at the visitor center, but if I could park on the side of the road, I'll do that. This looks like a nice shortcut. They're on either side of the road over there. I gotta keep a bit of a distance. They're not scared of a small human. Alright, so I can smell them a little bit. I'm close enough to be able to smell them, but I don't want to get any closer. Some mottled fur. That one is just incredibly huge. Wow. I think it's just timing that I'm seeing them here right now. They're not going to always be in this spot. Right on the road. Yeah, I couldn't drive here if I wanted to then.